Can I have this?
Will Butter choose?
Is playing as Luigi, a very interesting choice.
We just saw Master dominate as Mario. Can the brother continue that success?
I'm hoping so. This will be a very, very skilled match between these two. Luigi is a very interesting character. I don't play him very often, but I do know that his up special from the ground, I believe, is a one-hit KO.
Very interesting.
Very much looking forward to see if he can land any of those.
If he can land any of those early or late, it'll be a huge shift in momentum that we see here. And here we see Pneumatic taking huge early advantage, the 52 to, and it keeps climbing, 79 to 0. And the crowd is getting into it early, as they did from him earlier.
As they should.
85-0. Butter finally answers after an 85-0 run. Now it seems more back and forth action, very dissimilar to the matchup we saw earlier, where it was huge combo after huge combo after huge combo.
Butter appears to be keeping. He tries to land these grabs, but Pneumatic is very skilled at dodging them when he sees them coming.
Would have to agree. I've seen that several and there's the early advantage Pneumatic has captured. Butter needs to mount a huge comeback here.
He won.
And seeing as Pneumatic has taken the damage advantage and the stock advantage, I can only help but favor Pneumatic so far right now in this matchup, apparently. But you can't count out any of these competitors, as we've seen before, with huge comebacks like Master and other competitors so far. You can never truly count out anyone in any of these tournaments.
I cannot agree with you more.
Seeing as we did see a 3-1 stock comeback earlier,
Yes.
never can I count anyone out again.
I predict that Butter's trying to grab Pneumatic here to bring him in closer so we can bring him up for that up special and possibly knock him out in one hit. Which would be absolutely crazy if he could land.
And there it is, there's that hit.
There
And
it is.
he has now evened up this matchup. I believe with that shift in momentum that Butter might have he wrapped up with him again. But Pneumatic answers,
Game.
launches him up in the air. Can Pneumatic take the 2-1 stock advantage? With the 126 damage he's fading, can he recover? Both of them low under the podium. Pneumatic gatekeeping, trying to keep him away, and he successfully gatekeeps, taking a 2-1 advantage. Can Butter get that suction cup again and take him out in one hit, evening up this matchup one more time? I do
He's gonna
believe
need that.
with a huge damage advantage and stock advantage, well, no longer the damage advantage, with a huge stock advantage, I do believe that is one of Butter's only successful ways right now to take away.
If he's not going to be able to recover from this, it's a very, very quick game. A very, very interesting one to watch. Very much looking forward to the second round of this matchup.
Dominating performance by Pneumatic. Only, in my opinion, that I saw, the only huge move that Butter had made was that suction cup one hit, which I do believe if he can get that off again, especially early, that will shift his tide.
That will shift the momentum greatly in his favor.
Yes, I'm very excited for Pneumatic. I'm very excited for this next matchup to come, as we see Pneumatic and Butter prepping, figuring out what stadium they're going to use.
Butter is deciding the next map that they're about to play on.
Looking out at this crowd here, very, very drawn in. Gamer positions looking over at the TV, all ready for the matchup to come. I'm excited for Jin's next matchup, seeing how well they dominated.
I'm very excited for Jin's next matchup. I hope he still continues playing Mithra and Pyrrha.
Seems
very,
that's
very
your
skilled.
favorite.
Yeah, I can't deny I got a soft spot in my heart for those two.
Pneumatic continuing as Jigglypuff. Will Butter continue as Luigi? And they do. An interesting matchup that went last time with Pneumatic being able to dodge almost every one of those suction cup hits, except for that one. Do you think he'll be able to continue that dodge again?
Honestly, yes, I do think he will. This will be a very, very interesting matchup here. We see they're kind of evading each other up until right about now.
A huge early damage advantage by Butter. The opposite of the first round, seeing a huge advantage by
Well,
Pneumatic early on. Do you
Wise man
think?
told me you give him game one. I believe that's exactly what Butter's strategy is here. I predict a very, very intense comeback from his.
This new strategy of just going fight for fight, tap for tap, has worked out more honestly for Butter so far. I think if he strays away from the suction cup, I think he'll have greater success that I've seen so far.
So I would have to agree. It seems he's been using that a lot less in this round. He's using a lot more combos and side smashes, landing many of his hits.
Yes, I do believe once he hits one of the, he should never shy away from using it, but once he hits that, an early advantage,
Beautiful
early advantage by Butter, taking a 3-2 stock lead. Can Pneumatic come back here and take one back?
as we've seen, I do still believe it is anybody's game. You can never count out Pneumatic. He's very
Can never.
predictable with his moves.
Even when you knock him off, his recoveries have just been fantastic so far in this tournament.
Absolutely have to agree with you there.
Cannot deny Pneumatic skill or Butter's skill so far that we've seen so far.
Yeah, Butter has just recently gone over 100% damage. Unfortunately,
Can he recover?
I don't think he'll be able to recover, but he does.
You almost
Pneumatic
too soon.
Side smashes him out of this world.
And he is gone, like one of my good friends, Aaron.
R.I.P.
And a big back and forth action between Pneumatic and Butter right now. Butter still trying to hit, and he hits it.
But he parried perfectly.
A good recovery by Pneumatic, prepping well for that suction cup. Tis what it is. I'm not wrong.
Is what is absolutely amazing.
And
Amazing
Butter
shot right
taking
there by Butter,
another
taking
advantage.
He's got low damage. He's got an extra stock. I believe he's going to win this round handedly.
Hitting early combos right now, taking the damage to even. Now, almost taking the advantage. I believe Butter right now is currently the favorite in this current matchup.
I would have to agree. It's a very good stage for him.
True. Damage advantage and stock advantage. I have high confidence in Butter in the rest of this matchup, but can never count out Pneumatic with those fantastic recoveries and great combos.
Always have to agree with you on that.
Pneumatic has been probably the fan favorite we've seen so far, getting the best reactions out of the crowd throughout the day.
I have to agree. He's very skilled at landing those rests.
And
just
there
like
he
that.
goes.
Oh, how did he parry that? I totally missed what happened there. I very much apologize for that. But it was a very, very skilled game by Butter and Pneumatic on both ends. I feel like if in this next round Pneumatic can land one of those rest attacks, it'll give him a very good advantage.
Neither game has gone down to our both dominating performance by either side. Gives me an extreme level of excitement for this last matchup, considering we've seen so far multiple dominating wins by either player. And continuing the Jigglypuff and Luigi matchup, would we expect anything different from these two fantastic players? Both very skilled at using each character, I would say.
I would have to agree with you on that.
Now, we can only imagine who's going to take this early advantage, because so far we've seen the one who has taken the early advantage has taken the game.
We are on the same map as we were last round, so with that, I would predict that Butter will come out on top of this round. But honestly, it is very, very hard to predict anything that can happen in these matchups.
Very true. Neither player capturing a huge advantage right away so far.
No, but an absolutely amazing recovery from Luigi.
Absolutely. Almost even damage until now with a huge combo by Butter. Just piling on that damage in those combos. Again, after shying away from those suction cups, has worked out better for him with those combos.
Yes.
Considering he lost the game that he got the one shot, but he won the game where he didn't.
Yeah.
I think Butter has found his strategy.
Yes, he's a very versatile player. He knows how to use many of Luigi's attacks, and he's using them absolutely to their maximum potential here.
And there goes Pneumatic, but can he recover? Of course he can, beautifully.
He does.
This crowd getting very into it right now.
We're very excited to watch how this plays out, as am I.
After seeing two dominating performances in each roundup, in a very much back and forth matchup we've seen, as both players seem to have found their strategy.
Equal damage now.
120 apiece. Who will take the early stock advantage? As Butter goes to 142 damage range, can he recover? 150, another recovery needed. As Pneumatic, and there it is. Pneumatic's gatekeeping has been fantastic in this game so far. Not in this game, but in this tournament, seen great gatekeeping done.
Absolutely. He does not like to let players recover from the sides.
Does not. Uses his own fantastic recoveries, but does not let anyone else.
Exactly. He's very, very skilled at keeping them away from the sides, absolutely gatekeeping them from making any sort of return. And then
Can Pneumatic
aerial side smash to finish off the game.
Can Pneumatic continue this advantage as he gets launched by Butter? But as we've seen so far, Pneumatic recovers beautifully. And there he goes. There it is. Advantage. My money's. Oh, and a huge, quick recovery, going from 3-1 to 2-1 really early. Butter needs to get some big damage with big combos early to even up this matchup, which is what he's doing. 46 straight. Until Pneumatic finally responds with 26 of his own, 40 of his own. Some great combos. How will this one end out? I'm very excited.
predict Pneumatic's going to take an early victory here, seeing
You
as he
do
does
believe-
have the stock advantage and he does have the damage advantage.
I think he's gonna play a lot more confidently with this advantage because he can afford to lose that stock.
Yeah, he
Butter
can.
cannot. Even damage matchup right now until Butter takes that away. Can Butter take that stock away is the question. As Pneumatic responds right back.
Butter needs to land an absolute banger of combo right here.
Which
just
he
like that.
does.
So now
Really
it's
predicting the future you are.
what can I say? He's gonna make an
As the
absolute
crowd
amazing
suggests, any
right
Butter
here.
doubters? Never us. We never doubted
We
Butter.
would never doubt Butter. There it is.
And a big combo.
Crowd is going absolutely crazy in
Unanswered.
Butter's favor.
Has Butter become the new fan favorite
I
with
think
this
he-
performance?
He is now. Listen to him.
Butter's a god.
Butter is a god of sorts. Look at that.
And
There
he's
it is.
evening it up.
Absolute crazy comeback.
Comeback. Crowd going absolutely wild.
Absolutely animalistic.
Butter with a fantastic comeback right now.
He is a menace to society.